Hi, I'm Pester and this is Soso, and we are
the High Flying Fools! Welcome back to This Tastes Funny, the show where we recreate historical dishes with funny names and present them to the Queen.
On this edition of This Tastes Funny, we have
RumbleDeThumps.
Now, this dish originated in the Scottish border just north of England. Now, it's very similar to the English bubble and squeak and the Irish coal cannon.
Ooh, I want a coal cannon.
No weapons for you. Now, the first publication of it was featured in about 1825, but it probably originated more in the 1700s.
And when did they change the name to Thumb Wars?
Thumb Wars?
Yeah, RumbleDeThumps.
Not thumbs, thumps.
What's a thump?
Thump.
It's delicious.
Now, in 2009, the Prime Minister, Gordon Brown, actually added it to a cookbook for a fundraiser for Donaldson's School for the Deaf near Edinburgh, Scotland.
He called it recession chic, just like me.
Alright, my friends, let's get thumping. For this recipe, you'll need 2 pounds of russet potatoes, salt and pepper, 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 1/2 head of green cabbage, 1 large yellow onion, and 6 ounces of sharp cheddar cheese.
So first we're going to preheat our oven to 425. And while that is preheating, we are going to prep some of our ingredients. I'm going to peel the potato and then chop it up. Now, normally we would do 2 different recipes. We would do one regular and one gluten-free and vegetarian. But this one is already gluten-free and vegetarian, so we only have to do one recipe, which is very nice. So you're just going to you're going to peel your potato and then you're going to cut it up. I was right. You are eventually going to cut it. Now cut it in half lengthwise, and then you're going to cut it into about 1-inch quarters.
Thumbs up. Up next for our dish, we have cabbage. You can use about a half a head of cabbage because, well, nothing makes my thumbs rumble just like cabbage does. So you're going to cut this up, and then you're going to shred it down the sides.
Up next, we have onion, halved and thinly sliced. Alright? Don't cry about it, although you probably will. And I probably will too.
Alright, next in our recipe, we're going to take our potatoes, we're going to add them to a pot here. Ooh. There we go. And then you're going to cover them with water. So I'm going to need a little bit more water there. There we go. Now, you're going to bring this to a boil.
Salt.
Add about a half a teaspoon of salt in here. Let's see. There it goes. And get a little bit more there. And we're going to bring this all to a boil. Boil, 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 boil. Hooray! It's boiling!
Huzzah!
Alright, and now we're going to leave it like this for about 15 minutes. See you then. Alright, as you see, we got a good rumble going here. I've been thumping it around a little bit. Get our rumble and thumps in. We're going to check the potatoes here to see how soft they are. Get a big guy up here. Whew. Oh, fell right apart. It's probably good then, right?
Yeah, looks good.
Alright.
Now
So,
we mash them.
I'm going to drain them in here to our sink. We turn off the heat here.
You drain them of their powers and I will mash them.
I'm going to drain them into the sink that we have right here, and then we'll get the mashing. Alright, so take your anger issues out on those mashed potatoes.
Alright. Now, usually you would use a masher, but sometimes you don't have a masher, so you're going to have to forgive me. But they will never forgive me. Yeah. Alright, and then we put this mash aside, and now what we're gonna do is take back this pan and put in some butter for melt.
Medium high.
What?
Medium high.
On medium high, we have 6 tablespoons of butter here. We go ahead and put them in the pot. And melt it around. You butter melt or else. Or else I'm gonna cream you. Now we did use unsalted butter, but I imagine you can use salted butter. It's all to taste. Alright, and once you have melted your butter, you're going to add in your cabbage and your onions. You maybe should have used a bigger container, but we didn't. We're going to wait until the onions are softened and the cabbage is tender. Now ideally this is going to happen before it burns or you lose all of your food. So what we're going to do is turn this down a little bit. We're going to just let it sit there for a little bit and watch it. Like the cabbage and onions that it is. It's a really good insult right there. Yep. Hope they don't throw tomatoes at me. Cook. Do we have a timer set?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Our timer is set for 10 minutes. And we are to occasionally stir, which means that you shouldn't stir all of the time, even if it's tempting. But not all the time. Again, we definitely should have used a bigger pot here. Or less ingredients. Don't worry, we're not going to add the potatoes back to this. One minute to go. It's almost time to take this off of the stove. And we started spinning, and then we were winning, and then we... Nope. People downstairs? People downstairs do not like spinning or winning. They are what you would call a party pooper. I'm going to stir in a calm, collected, non-hopping manner.
30 seconds.
30 seconds, you say? I can do 30 seconds. Do anything for 30 seconds. I think.
Time.
Time! And it looks beautiful. Alright, now we're gonna mix this in with our potatoes.
Alright, we're back. And now we're going to take our cabbage onion mix. We're going to mix it in with our potatoes. Oh, that looks good. Soso did a good job with these.
Takes a lot of patience. Really patient person.
I've had different experiences. Alright, that's in there. We're going to stir that up. So we're going to add a little bit of pepper. We're going to add a little bit of salt. Now both the pepper and the salt are to taste, so add in what you want. Now we're going to add in the last 2 tablespoons of butter. Good, good, good. Yeah. RumbleDeThumps, RumbleDeThumps. Alright. That looks pretty good and mixed. Now, we're going to transfer this to our oven safe container here. Yeah, it's about a 2-quart Pyrex here. I think that's all we're gonna fit into this one. I think we went a little extra on ours. Alright. Then you get the cheese. Now this is our 6 ounces of cheddar. We're gonna sprinkle that all over the top of this.
Pester, bring in the cheese.
The high-flying folds are a cheesy bunch.
Bringing in that cheddar.
Make sure you cover the entire top. And go around, get any spots you missed.
It should not be hard with that much cheese.
Well, you know, it's not as much cheese as you might think.
It's a lot of cheese.
Now we got our oven preheated here to 425. We're going to place it in for about 15 minutes, or at least until it's golden brown on top. Here we go. Alright, see you in a bit.
The time has come! Alright. It's not very golden brown yet, actually. You might want to give it a few more minutes. Take 2! Oh, alright. Let's try again. Honestly, it's actually still not very...
Not golden brown yet?
Not golden brown. It's closer, though. Take 3! Oh, golden brown! And now, Pester, you're going to present it to the queen.
Your Majesty, we present to you RumbleDeThumps.
What did you say?
RumbleDeThumps.
To the dungeon!
I told you we should have called it Thumb Wars.
Hi guys, it's Pester and Soso here from Laugh Now.
We have just made a RumbleDeThumps.
Let's dig in and see what this thumping's all about. Try to get some of that cheese. Oh, hot. Hot. Those are some hot thumps.
Hot thumping, spin the cheese. I mean, eat the
How's
cheese.
How's the fire resistant one over there?
It's pretty delicious. It's not that hot.
I'm going on it. I'm a delicate flower. Alright.
How does it taste? Pester is not a fan of cabbage. I am a big fan of cabbage.
Could use more salt.
It definitely could use more salt.
So,
But aside from that, it's pretty good. And also, things we learned. We learned that it says 15 minutes in the oven. This took about 25 for us, so...
yeah, close, 25 to 30 for us for sure.
So keep an eye on yours if you do make it. And if you do make it, which I do suggest it is pretty good, shoot us a response video. We would love to see you make it.
And if you guys have ideas for else we should be making next, let us know in the comments below.
Or just something that you have a really funny name for. We would love to hear it. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
See ya.
Thanks.